Imagine it's 6 in the morning. You're in Athens at the local truck customization shop and you're waiting for your boy Giorgio to get ready with the new customizations and the strands lights on your brand new truck. Kind of just hanging out in the yard, and all of a sudden you get a buzz in your phone. It's Giorgio. He says the truck is done. Welcome to Truck Sim Diaries. In this video series, I record my Euro Truck Simulator 2 gameplay, and I use it as a backdrop for my unscripted thoughts on what's going on in my life and the world around me. Sometimes I will have a lot to say, sometimes I will just comment on the gameplay, and sometimes I'll just be quiet. Either way, I'm glad you're here, so let's take a look at our brand new truck and what's so special about it. And this baby is a Scania Model R. As you can see, it looks a lot like the Model S that we're driving regularly. It says we got a couple different features. This one has a short cab with a short roof, so all in all the truck is a lot shorter. It's got the half Hypro bull bar, the Hella 220s down low, and of course the gorgeous Strands lighting division extra headlights. And this truck is we're going to use for a couple different kinds of trailers. Namely, today we're going to use it for the chemical tank trailer and the dumper trailer, and we also have a new I forget what it is, but we'll find out soon enough. Either way, as you can see, this one, it's got a little bit more attitude to it. It's got a little bit more of a Holland look to it, with the light box and the good stuff. Also, the the sun visor is ridiculously low. Can barely see anything out of it, but you know, style before everything. We got these gorgeous straight side pipes, so no stacks like we have on the Scania S. I wanted to keep it a little bit different. We got the same lighting setup. These beautiful blinkers and rear lights, brand new mod by MDT. It's fantastic. Anyway, let's hop in and see what it looks like on the inside. And we got the regular comfort items here. Of course, Raoul the owl, good smell, and the 2 cups. But what's different is we got the fussy dice on this one, so no disco ball. Alright, first thing we're going to do is go pick up the brand new trailer and take a look at what's so special about that one. And it's a chemical tank trailer, so we're going to do a chemical run. We're in Athens now. We're going to drive up to Larissa, pick up some hydrochloric acid, and drive it to Kavala. Drop it off at Sis-Kema there, and then the idea is to get back via Thessaloniki and drop off pesticides to Giorgio's, because this is the 3rd batch of jobs for Giorgio's. That is gonna, and it is the return shipment that is the main focus of the job. And the trailer is at the garage. We haven't been back there for a while, so that'll be fun to check out. And as you can see, we can barely see anything out of this. Sun visor is so low, but you know, you gotta stick with the attitude. I figured I've been wanting to do some different. I'm a little, well, I'm me. I get emotionally attached to inanimate objects, and in this case, digital things that don't really exist in real life. So I get really emotionally attached to the regular truck that we're driving. So I don't want to make any changes to it because I've always had it in the same way. So I figured we'd get a new one and kind of experiment with this one because we're going to be using this one every now and then to kind of, you know, bring in some variation. And here's the trailer waiting for us. I'm gonna reverse the truck into the garage, and then I'm gonna step out and take a look at the trailer. Alright, trailer is connected. Let's hop outside. Alright, so this is a modded trailer, but it can take the regular Euro Truck Simulator cargo, so it won't make a difference as far as utility. This particular mod is made by John Ruda. It is a very nice looking trailer. It got some customizations to it, you know, just enough to give it the, give it the right look. Headlights look good. We got the convoy parts go in style. Mud flap, and it's yeah, it's pretty nicely detailed mod, I must say. So we got 1 or 2, depending on how you count it, chemical jobs planned for the Eliorcho's contract. First one, getting us in position to bring the second one home. Alright, let's not waste more time with this. Alright, let's take it away. And I'm in the middle of the work week. I had a great weekend. I didn't have time to record anything to tell you about it, but that was really good. I went fishing with an old friend of mine. He got this new boat that was fucking That's fucking fast. And I guess he kind of got into the fishing hobby in a hurry because he had just about everything we needed in that fishing boat of his. I have not been fishing for like, I don't know, better part of 35 years, so I don't know anything about it at all. But I have been learning. We went out fishing 9 in the morning, and the water is really warm, and the fish apparently don't like that. And this is like Chekhov's, you know, Chekhov's gun. Well, Chekhov's water temperature is was part of the story, because we went out on this boat looking for. I got a couple friends who like live for fishing. That's the only thing that they love. And they were like, yeah, you gotta go here, here, and here. So I got a bunch of tips on like, you know, where to go. Horns are a bit. Yeah, we don't have the song on this one yet. But I guess we'll just make do. So anyway, we set off on this boat to go to these locations that these other friends of mine, I was going to call them my fishing buddies, but they're not really my fishing buddies. They're my buddies that they go fishing, that they had recommended. But we didn't catch many fish. We went out at 9. Well, we put the boat in the water at 9, and we were out at 9:30, 10ish. So it was like we were fishing around 11, noon, and that's not the best. That's not the best time to do it. But well, that didn't stop us. It looks like they can drive, so we might, on the next green, I'll see if we can sneak past this. Hopefully it's just the right lane that is stuck. Anyways, we went out and we didn't catch anything, for the first 2 hours or so. I felt maybe something, but there was not a lot of action, But then I was like, I felt that there was something, on the bait, but it was like barely. But when I started wheeling it in, I was like, yeah, there's I could feel that I had like something on the hook. It wasn't, it wasn't a fight or anything, but yeah, I felt I had something on the hook. So, and I was like kind of ready for it to be seaweed or whatever. So I was expecting, fistful of seaweed or whatever. And I wheeled it in, and this is pike that cut. So it was like, it was my first fish. I was like, yes. That was kind of cool. Took some pictures of it. It was thrashing like a little bit, but it wasn't anywhere near aggressive or anything. So he could remove the hook without a problem. It was just kind of staying still. And, well, it just felt weird, So we weren't gonna take any fish with us, so we're like...
Keep right, and then exit right.
Put the poor thing back in the water. Like, it was so fucking weird
exit
because...
Right.
Oh, this warning sound is gonna drive me insane, but I can't do much about it now, so you'll have to forgive me for the whatever it is. I think it's like a proximity warning thing, but we're just gonna have to live with it. I'm sorry, I'll remove it for the next one. So anyway, I put the pipe back in the water, and it's well, it's just kind of laying. It's just kind of laying there, and I'm like, "Go on, buddy, you're free." And he flops up on his, he goes belly up with his fucking dorsal fins fucking flopping in the air. I'm like, dude, you're you're free. Like, I can see his gills moving a little bit, but yeah, I guess I was like, I don't know. I guess he just fucking died. So, which he did. Unfortunately, I felt bad for them. I felt bad for the thing. Like, yeah, I shouldn't pull it out of the water if I don't feel bad for it. But like, I since learned how it works. Like when, you know, so the pike is a fish of prey or whatever. It eats other fish. And when it catches something, and the thing is a hook that drags it, like it gets into flight mode, so its body is pumped with oh, what is the name of it? It is adrenaline, and then there's the thing that your muscles produce that makes you lactate. Not lactate. What is the thing? Lactic acid? Is that a thing? Let's see if I can Google this. And drive. Lactic acid. Lactic acid is a chemical compound produced in the body, particularly during intense exercise. Yes, so lactic acid. It doesn't make you lactate. I'm sorry for any horrific images. But yeah, so it's the fish's body is flooded with adrenaline and lactic acid. And normally you put it down in the water and that stuff is kind of cleared out of its muscles. But if the water is too hot, and I feel bad just talking about this. If the water is too hot, the fish can't cool off, so the lactic acid and the adrenaline won't wear off. So it just fucking, you know, well, I guess it just fucking dies. So that was a little sad. I felt bad for the guy. And it was a little awkward because I was like pushing him away. But he didn't go very far and it was very still where we were. So he was just kind of lying there like 5 meters away from the boat being, you know, dead. So yeah, I felt bad for him. No, I'm not going to go out fishing when the water is too warm. I learned my lesson for that poor pike. It was a beautiful fish though. But yeah, so I killed a fish. Luckily, something will eat him. Hopefully live longer. But yeah, that fucking sucks. Oh, and I told you last session that I had changed some settings. Because I had a friend over, and that is not very often I do that. I'm not against having people over or anything. It's just I don't think I've recovered into the habit after COVID, you know? Because COVID was such a fucking, like, traumatic experience. And you got so deeply rooted that you don't, like, man, we should do a show about COVID and what we did and what I did. But, like, part is COVID and part is, like, I didn't have many friends over when my kids were small. I'm not going to ignore the fact that I have social anxiety. That is the big reason, like that. But we already know that one. But like, so there's this thing when you have kids that is a little weird because you have a bunch of friends that don't have kids. And the kid is like, I mean, your child is it's the biggest thing that's ever gonna happen to your life. You know? And it is this whole person that is like, you know, it is a person, it's people, like, full on, you know, with personalities and everything. They're just there. And sometimes when you have people over that don't have kids, they don't know how to fucking act around kids. I don't blame him or anything. Well, I mean, it's a little awkward. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, because you know, sometimes some people are just fine. They treat kids like what they are, like people, and they're like, hello, and they're, you know, they know that. But the group dynamic changes, of course, because now there's a child there, and the kids are a little, you know, kids are a little much sometimes, and they don't know social codes, and they're all about themselves, and you know, but they're, you know, they're my kids. They're more a part of me than almost what I am. So like, sometimes people that don't have kids, they don't know how to act around kids, and that's, you know, that's fine. But when they treat your kids like they are either not there or some kind of pet, it gets fucking weird. And I'm not saying that this friend of mine does that, absolutely not. But like, you only have to do that once or twice to be like, I'm just gonna hold back on, you know, inviting people, like people who don't have kids over, that so that I'm not, if I'm not entirely sure that they're all about, you know, meeting the family, then maybe we can do something else. You know, we can hang out and have a beer, or I don't know, do something, but not hang out with the family, because if they're gonna ignore the family, it's gonna be fucking weird, and the kids are gonna think it's fucking weird too, because they're like, hello. And it's like someone's talking over their head. Like, pro tip, treat kids just like any other human, except that they don't know, you know, they haven't, you know, studied as much, so they don't know facts the way you do. But you know, the same principle applies. Just be polite, talk to them like the best thing you can do is talk to kids like as if they were adults. Kids fucking love being spoken to like adults, and they can tell immediately. So if you want kids to like you, talk to them like they're little adults, because they fucking love that shit. And that's best. You know, I think I changed my, you know, try to sound a little nicer to my kids, but I don't make a huge deal out of speaking to them like they're fucking idiots or anything like that, because they're not. They just don't know all the stuff yet. So we all need to teach them, you know. Anyway, so I had my friend and his new girlfriend over, and it was great to see him. I've never met his girlfriend, and they live together now, so that's fantastic news. And she was fucking, man, she was something. She could talk. That woman it was so fucking refreshing to be interrupted. If I'm gonna be completely honest, she was talking. She could talk. It was great. I had a great time. And I was like, oh, we got into this subject, and I was like, oh, I got something to say on this subject. And she was like, yeah, hold up, I got 10 things to say on this subject. So I just fucking had to wait. That was great. It was great. I had a great time. And he got to try my truck simulator. I showed him the holiest of the holy. So, and you know what that means? That means your boy here nailed August social event. not only did I nail August's social event, I did it twice. And the first time with my friend visiting, that doesn't really count. Well, it counts because it was a social event, but I didn't get into the flight mode right before it. I wasn't the Pike that fucking fought for his life and died. That was the second social event. It was also fine with people that I love, family, friends. You know, their kids are fantastic. The people, the couple that we visit, I love spending time with them because they're different than me in just the right way. So we got, you know, maybe they think I'm a fucking douche. I don't think so, but yeah, I love hanging out with them. I really, really do. However, and this is where I'm so fucking proud of myself. Building up, we were gonna meet them like afternoon. So I had the whole day to build up this fucking anxiety, man. Like, oh god. It's just, you know, it's 4 hours left and then I gotta go fucking be, you know. Gotta go be the guy. I had a fucking headache.
And then exit exit right.
And that didn't help. So yeah. So I went for a walk. And I was like, I want to know if this headache is going to be something or if it's just the champagne that I had with my wife the night before, you know? Normally, I don't get headaches from alcohol, but, you know, I'm 42, so I'm ready for anything. Headache kind of didn't really go away. Well, it went away a little bit, but, like,
right.
I was like, I'm not feeling it. I want to be by the PC all day, just doing fucking... just hide, you know?
Turn right.
Oh, this is our spot.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right, and then...
And none of it went away. So I wanted to stay home, sit by the PC, just
We are finished.
not, you know. Not really exist. But that's not how it works. And that will be doing exactly what I have been working so hard not to do, you know? So I was on this walk, and I was going pretty far with the walk. And I was like, I called my wife. She was like, do we go, or do we stay, or do we go? And I was like, I wanted to say we stay. But, man, I was like, I'm not gonna, you know. Is this us? Yeah, this is us. I was like, I'm not gonna do the thing that I want to do. I'm gonna do the thing that I should do, that I need to do, you know? I need to do the hard thing. And so I was like, we go, you know? And we did. And it was fine, of course. But I didn't know it was gonna be fine. Well, I know it's gonna be fine. It's just ridiculous. Alright. Let's load it up. All right,
Ready to roll.
ready to roll. Drive is going to be 397 kilometers. Going to take us all of 18 real world minutes. 22 tons hydrochloric acid.
Go straight on. Turn left.
All right, let's get the show on the road. I can't really feel much. So this cab, like I showed you, this truck is a little, like, shorter. As of yet, I can't really tell. Maybe, if I think about it, I feel that I'm a little shorter. But in general, it's not really a big
At
deal.
the roundabout, take the second exit.
One cool feature is that you see her on the floor. You got the floor is not,
Exit
you know,
now.
identical
Keep right. And
because
then exit right.
it's got this, you know, bump
Exit
where
right.
the drive shaft
Okay,
and stuff
let's
is.
find a new route.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't focusing on this. And health-wise, man, my workouts have been fantastic lately. It is like my
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
calorie deficit is really paying off. I am down like, I don't know, 1 or 2 kilos of fluff, but I've added
Exit now.
1 or 2 kilos of muscle, so going the right way. I started, what's it called? It's not ketamine. It is,
Keep left.
man, I keep forgetting the name of this supplement. You probably have it already, because you know what I mean when I talk about, because it's like basic bodybuilding, you know, step 1, fucking creatine. So I've been trying that for a week, doing an intensive, like having 20 grams a day to saturate my muscles, or so, you know, so they say I should do. Just trust them. And it's been supposedly, creatine makes your muscles more powerful in the explosive phase, and also make them appear a little grander. And I don't know about the appearance. I can't really, well, maybe a little bit. It's either the loss of fat or the expansion of muscle, or both. But yeah, it's fucking... We're just gonna have to honk at cops without the song for now. I'll try to fix it. So it's pretty fun to, like, you know, this... I'm not doing anything fancy at all. It is just lifting heavy weights on a regular basis. Watch what I eat, make sure I eat enough protein, have some creatine, and that's it. And it's quite the transformation. And it's pretty fun. And if you're not up to speed on what I'm doing, I work out regularly. However, normally I do multiple repetitions with a little bit lighter weights. But now I am lifting heavier weights for fewer repetitions, and making sure that I wear each muscle out completely before I move on to the next set, thus building bigger muscles. And it looks cool because, you know, fuck it. You know, get pumped, you know, stuff. Nobody cares, but I care. You know, it's fun. It's a fun little project. And also, like, I throw my kids around a lot. Like, I play with them pretty rough. The rule of thumb is we don't stop until someone gets hurt. Someone gets hurt. And rarely do I ever get hurt. So I throw those kids around a lot. And I can throw them a lot further now. And that's fun. My daughter, she told me that I need to make sure that I can throw her kids around too. She's 9, so she's talking about her future children, my future grandkids. And of course, I'm going to throw them around. Just got to make sure that I'm in good shape, you know. Now, as far as fuel is concerned, we're doing pretty well. Not to brag, but we're at 27.3 thus far. we'll see what, you know, we've been at 27.3 before, so I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna call my wife about it yet. And a funny thing happened at work, or an interesting thing rather. So if you don't know, I work as an electrician. And I go around and I fix broken things. And in my work, I got this one place that I am that I do a lot of work for, and they have well, they have security. And I need to interact with those guys because, well, I can kind of come and go as I want to, you know, to a limited extent, of course, but I need to interact with them because they need to, you know, show me what's, you know, what needs to be fixed and stuff like that. And there's this one guy there. He's, you know, he's a big, nice, funny guy. You know, he's the Joker.
Keep right.
Not always, you know. Maybe not always, you know, ears to the tracks or whatever with the jokes, but you know, this was fine. He's harmless, absolutely fucking harmless. So he got around to joking, and he was like, I know that these guys have been so normally these guys, they're very nice, you know, and polite. And then they kind of, whenever it comes to the payment part of the job, they always bitch a little. And that's, you know, that's normal. A lot of clients do that. They never bitch to me, and they never complain to me or about me. I guess maybe they just want to earn some money. Just get a little cheaper. I don't know. I'm going to, I don't even care. But I am aware of this, like, but I can't do much about it. Like, I'm not the one who, you know, I can't work for free. But, so I was going to do this thing. I was just going to remove a light or whatever. And he was jokingly saying, like, I said, you know, knowing that they are a little, you know, touchy or whatever, I said, he asked me how long it's going to take because, you know, he needs to know because he's, you know, head of the fucking security force. And I was going into, you know, in this place where I'm not supposed to be for more time than I need to be. So he was like, yeah, how long is it going to take? And I was like, you know, pretty happy because I knew that it was going to be pretty quick, and I figured I could rest their minds about not, you know, getting the largest fucking invoice ever known to man. Which I normally, no, I'm kidding. Sounds like it's going to be less than an hour. He's like, he was like, less than an hour? I could do that in 5 minutes. And I was like, man, like, yeah, but 1 hour is the least amount of time I can fucking log, you know? I was like, yeah, I wasn't in on the, I don't know. He must have felt that I wasn't in on the job. I tried to be like, you know. But like, I don't want to feel rushed. Especially when it's, you know, going to be, not going to be long at all. What am I going to do? If I'm not going to do it, but I can't work in less than an hour. It's fast as I can do anything. You know, when it comes to the invoice. Anyway. So I'm like, yeah, and then I move on and I do the thing, and then I'm done, and then I come back, and yeah, it was pretty sweet, because he said, he came up to me and he said, I really appreciate what you're doing. And I was like, what? What? I don't, I'm not usually, you know, I assume that people appreciate what I'm doing, but rarely do people ever tell me. But he did. He was like, I appreciate what you, we all appreciate what you're doing, and we can tell you're working hard. And I'm like, thanks. You too. Like, I didn't connect the dots. You're like, I've forgotten about the joke. So he was like, because I made a joke, it wasn't funny, and I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I didn't mean to. You know, he said he didn't mean to, you know, come across in any way. It was just a stupid joke. Yeah, I was like, thanks, man. Like, don't worry about it. It's no offense taken at all. Like, but thank you for, you know, thank you for apologizing. I thought it was so fucking sweet, man. This big, huge guy, and he, you know, he apologized, and I got a lot of respect for that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Not a lot of people have ever apologized to me for stupid things that they say. Like, I'm used to people saying stupid things. It's fine. Like, I don't take anything personally, and I think that's you know, one of my first jobs was to work in security, and that taught me a lot about how to handle angry and frustrated people, among other things, and also how to distance myself from, you know, my role. Like, they're not, you know, a lot of people, i.e. criminals, are upset with people who uphold the law, because you're stopping them from doing the thing that they want to do, and they're going to be upset with you if you do that. And it's not only criminals, it's like anyone who wants to do something that they're not allowed to do because you're a security guard and you stop them. They're going to be upset. But they're not going to be, you know, they are not going to be angry. They are angry at the function of security. They're not angry at me, you know? And I guess I learned, and I wish a lot of security and police force guys learned this faster, you know? But I figured, you know, that makes a lot of sense. They were angry at the uniform, not me, not the person who's in the uniform. Of course, you know, it could be a bad guy in the uniform too, but I'm pretty sure I'm not, so I don't take offense. I didn't take offense. And I kind of took that with me, and so whenever someone is, you know, mean or rude or, I mean, I'm not saying I can't be hurt. I can, you know, of course I can. But it's going to take more than some guy, you know. Some guy pulling a joke. Like, I can't be offended by that. I would get hurt if my wife was mean to me or my friends were, you know, were mean. But not random people. Like, flipping me off in traffic. It's not, you know, I know it's not about me as a person. I may drive slow, but slow's the way to go, you know? But yeah, I appreciated him apologizing. I think that was big of him. We are almost there.
Turn left.
Last thing I want to talk about is a function of ChatGPT that I wish I could have as a person. I asked ChatGPT a question. I don't remember what it was, but ChatGPT was thinking, and it said, ChatGPT is thinking longer for a better reply. But it had a button for a quick reply that, you know, will give a worse one. And I wish I could have that, you know. This is our spot. This is Kema. I wish I could have that, you know, as a... I wish I could I wish I could fucking have that button as a person. Because normally I have to think for a little bit. Like, I'm slow. Especially when I'm emotional. And I just need to be quiet for a little bit. Just think of what I'm gonna say. Like, I'm doing okay at talking. Oh, hey, look, here's the Buddiest trailer.
Turn left.
I'm gonna catch you a picture of this. If you don't know, I upload pictures of trucks every now and then on this YouTube channel. Oh, and fuck, man. Next week, I am going to a truck show. And it is going to be... I look forward to it so much. Or it's actually not next week. It's this week. It's Saturday. It's just a couple days from now. And it's crazy because... it's a 3-hour drive. And I'm going to go by myself. I had this friend that was going to go, but she chickened out. I get it. It's a bit of a commitment. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna take off at 6 in the morning, drive for 3 hours to the, like, Mantorp in Sweden. And it's gonna be a truck show with a lot of customized trucks, trailers, fucking, you know, everything a grown man needs.
Turn left.
And it's gonna be so much fun. Like, I am nervous because I don't know what to expect, and it's gonna be fucking awkward to be there by myself. But like, I found out that this was gonna happen, like that the show was happening, and immediately I was like, I want to go. Like, I want to do this, but I don't have anyone to do it with. Like, I could probably force someone, like, to tag along, but unless they're also, like, equally interested in trucks, I figured, man, it's just, like, why shouldn't I just go by myself? And it's a little scary, like...
Finding a new route. Turn right.
because it's fucking awkward, like... You know what I mean? But like, the more I thought about it, like, fuck. I just want to do it. I want to see all the trucks. I want to shake hands with some people, like, ask them some questions. It's gonna be fucking weird because I'm coming in, you know, from my from like a gaming perspective. Like, I don't know anything about trucks, but I have so many questions I kind of want to know. So hopefully I'm gonna, you know, go in, you know, eyes clear or whatever. I'm ready to try it. It's gonna be, I look forward to it so much. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I saw some pictures from like last year and it was just so cool. So many cool trucks. Do you know that guy that's fucking looking at trains? He's a bit of a weird one. He's got, you know, straps a GoPro or whatever to the top of his head. And he looks at trains. Just maybe Google train. I don't know his name. He's gotten pretty big. Like he's got a pretty big YouTube channel or TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is. But I'm like, am I really different? All right. Let's unload it. Alright, we got stats. 398 kilometers, 32.7 liters per 100. So, right after I said that we were doing good on fuel, we hit the inclines, uphills. But it could be 33, so, but no damage, 24 minutes. From Eumifa in Athens, no, sorry, in this place, to Siskema in Kavala. Scania R this time. We only have 691 kilometers on the odometer, so it's still brand new. We get this rent cost because we changed trucks, and in Truckee we need to own everything unless we want to rent it. But for now we're just going to rent it because I don't want to spend that money for this one here yet. So like I said, this app that I'm using here, Truckee, it's this parallel economy, so it doesn't really have anything to do with, like, I already bought the truck in game, but I haven't bought it in this economy. We got tollgate. 15,820. So the pay is pretty good for 24 minutes of driving. 2,000 taxes. Other costs. I always forget what this is. It is fines, but I didn't get any fines. So it's got to be toll gates then. Yeah, it's got to be toll gate. Fuel cost. The rent was 1,810. So yeah, maybe we should buy this and just switch whenever I'm switching. We'll see. Revenue is 11,343. I'll take it. 3 out of 5 stars. 5 stars for damage, 1 star for distance. Of course, we went nothing. 5 stars for fine, 5 stars for fuel economy, 3 stars for mass. Mass was 7.7. Distance 159. Fines 00. Fuel economy minus 13.08 hardcore points. That gave us 154 hardcore points total. Nothing out of the ordinary here, but I'll take it. That was it for today. Thank you so much for taking the time with this. I really appreciate it. And take care of yourself and make good decisions. You need to last for a long time. Bye.